Hey everyone. Hey CIS. Hey Rogod. Hey Lynn. Hey Sean. I'm just trying to get the chat open on my phone because they changed up the app and I can no longer figure out where the fuck they put my own stream, which is very annoying. But for tonight, I'm going to be, once I get this set up, I'm going to be uh streaming some Resident Evil 4. If I can even find my own bloody channel. This is very annoying. I just want to be able to monitor the chat on my phone. That's, that's not much to ask. Maybe let's check the studio app. Don't think it's updated to manage streams yet. It is not. Of course it isn't. And I've opened it to view my own comments before. Right, there's something. Maybe. Here we are. And I have to mute that. Okay. Hey, 4 Elemental. Hey, Josh. Okay. Of course, it wouldn't be YouTube if I could just actually go to the thing that I wanted to go to. Okay. Glad you've been enjoying it, Lynn. Yes, I do watch anime, Rogod. I have watched through both Full Metal Alchemist series, Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, bunch of other shit. Durarara, which might be one of my favorites. Lots of shows. Yeah, All Guardsmen Party isn't quite finished yet. The author, Shogi, is still finishing up the last of... Let me just... There we go. And I believe audio is functioning now. Everything should be on. Shogi, the campaign ended a while ago, but Shogi hasn't finished writing. That's a bit loud for me. Shogi I believe he said he's taken the month off of work to finish writing it. So, since he's taken the month off of work to write it, that's gonna be interesting. Let me see if I can remember these keyboard menu controls, because they're terrible. I believe this was my save, and all the others are from my old... Yeah, this is my save. I'll just let this play through. Hey, Answer. Hey, Cameron. Just gonna move the mic a little closer. Yeah, I'm probably not, back to streaming for good. Today has been rough. And I'm just sort of around for the night. Hey, Tyler. Yes, I have fought the big fish. The big fish is glitchy as fuck in the big fish is glitchy as fuck in this version of the game. And I can't remember if that was because I was using mouse and keyboard last time, or because I was using a controller last time, but it would freak out and flip my controls around constantly, and I was fully expecting to die. And then I just killed it and won.
Leon, it's been 6 hours since our last transmission. I was starting to get worried.
Do I have tomorrow off? No. Technically,
anyway,
I don't have tonight off, but
I guess I must have lost consciousness.
we're getting the roof redone at my house,
Maybe that has some
and it
connection to
woke
what
me
the
up
village chief was talking about.
way too early, and I got like 2
I'm all
to
right
4 hours of
I'm gonna
sleep,
continue my
maybe,
mission.
and I would have been a fucking road hazard, and also not made it through my shift. And also, this is the lead up to Easter, and oh boy, would that not have gone well with me dealing with customers while completely exhausted. Oh, I might need to lower the sensitivity. Oh boy, yeah, I do. I started playing on I've started playing on highest DPI lately, and I should just go close my browser out real quick. There we go. That should bump my FPS up. Have I watched anything from Trigger? Probably. They did Kill la Kill, right? And I know other things, and I'm almost certain other things that I've watched, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Orc Master Chef was fun, but oh no, this roof has been deteriorating for years. We just finally got around to getting something done about it. Anonymous letter. There's an important item hidden in the falls. If you're able to get to it, you might be able to get Ashley out of the church. But I'll warn you, the route to the church isn't a walk in the park by any means. They've deployed what's called an El Gigante. So God bless. About what's going on in your body. I wish I could help you, but unfortunately, it's beyond my power. Yeah, where I am, I get whenever the fuck off. I'm scheduled whenever my full availability. The only reason I get days off, or the days off I have at the moment are days off that I've got that I've basically demanded from my work, because they're days I have class. So at the moment, my only actual day off is Sunday, and that is game night, and I am not giving up. I'm not giving up the campaign. It is the only campaign I'm consistently able to be in right now, and I really don't want to give that up. Actually, I got a Punisher. I'm getting some slowdown here. No, you don't. Okay, now is the point where we flashbang. That's the regular handgun. Why do I still have the regular handgun? Right, I think I was gonna use up all the ammo that was in something or other. I don't even remember at this point. So yeah, like, I have Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday off of class, or off of work. But those are all the days I have class. And it's just been really rough, and I've been really tired all the time, and I've kind of been fighting my own scheduling habits. And it's really not been fun. So that's why I've been kind of scarce on YouTube lately. And I've been meaning to stream more in the time that I've got, but also, like, as much as I enjoy streaming, it takes effort that I don't always have. Let's see if I can shoot this dude from here. Yes. Oh, right. This rifle animation, even when the rest of even when the rest of the game runs at 60 FPS, all of the rifle animations run at 30, and it is janky as fuck. Is he the only one down there? I don't think he is. I'm almost certain he's not. I know more people come later. Could have sworn there was someone else down there. Do I have Arc? No. Hey, Eli. Congrats on the new dog. No, that was the only guy down here. I'm surprised I'm able to stream this at near 60 on my computer. It's an absolute fucking mess. The computer it is, not the game. I keep forgetting you can just shoot boxes and not the, chains. Yeah, no, more people start rushing in after. I could play this on professional, but also, I'm not skilled enough to play this on professional, and that would not be fun. I'm not very good at looking down at the chat, so apologies if I missed some messages. Yeah, man, I've got a lot of stories right now from my work and my current day-to-day life that I would really love to tell. They're also really ridiculously specific to where I am, where I live, and where I work, and I don't know how public they are, and I'm not entirely comfortable sharing them as a result. Which really sucks, because they're good stories, or they're good, they're interesting things. Just not really things that I want to share immediately. Also, yeah, just to clarify, for now, it does appear that I'm back streaming on YouTube because nobody was really joining over on Twitch, and it's just... Oh, right, others come in. No, hold on, I know there's a... Oh, goody. I should have just waited for him to get back up. That was easy. A lot of this game is really easy once you know what's going to happen. It's just not really knowing when things are going to show up that makes them difficult a lot of the time. Okay. Well, let me check my treasure stuff. Let's see. Got green and red. And the mask doesn't show up. The mask takes the little eyes that come from the bugs. Beer stein has one more piece. I know that the last of the Beerstein pieces shows up here.
I've obtained
While
an
you're
object
still in
that
the
resembles
village
cult group's
section.
insignia.
I'm just
Wonderful,
trying to
Leon.
remember
Head back to the
where
church.
it
Ashley's
shows up.
safety is our immediate priority.
I mean, I did mention that I was trying to move streaming over towards Twitch, and it's just like there's not really a way for me to do streaming notifications on YouTube. It doesn't really work that way. There's no integration between the two platforms that I can take advantage of. And I mean, I have put out notifications on Discord, but not everyone's in the server. The server is public. There's links all over my channel. So they're not hard to find. If you would like to join, but you know, it's just, yeah. So for now, I'm back over here on YouTube for streaming. I never left for other stuff.
Things on sale, Strange. What are you buying?
Yeah, what's it got? Nothing I care about.
What are you buying?
I don't know about upgrading that yet. None of these are things I want to upgrade. Cool.
What are you selling?
Do I have the TMP? No.
What
So
are
I'm
you
just gonna
selling?
sell the TMP ammo.
Is that all? Thank you.
And at the moment, yeah, I'll sell the handgun.
Is that all, Strange?
Free up a little room.
Thank you.
And clearly sell these.
Is that all? Ah. Thank you.
I mean, that's true. My streaming schedule has always been weird and erratic because for a long time it's just been I stream when I get home from work. And I work the closing midnight shifts at my store, which not recommended, really. Used to be. Really isn't anymore. Alright, time to get fucked. Shit pushed in here.
¡Rápido! 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 ¡Carla! ¡Usa los músculos! ¡Rápido! ¡Apúrense! ¡Rápido!
Same. There are like 5 of the same guy in there, I think. It's really weird seeing a bunch of the same models standing right next to each other like that. Okay, I wonder what How did they contain this thing? Also, and I've seen this brought up a few times before, where did El Gigante get the pants? Like, think about that. Pants wouldn't grow with El Gigante. Someone had to make... I'm trying to remember the quick turn button. Q. Okay, cool. Motherfucker, that hit me when it showed up. Hey, Sky Knight.
Hey, it's that dog.
Yeah, it's good to be streaming again. It's that dog. The one that distracts him for a little bit and then never shows up again. And only distracts him for like 2 seconds. I might need a healing item, actually. Really, I just need to unload as much damage into him as I can. I am selectively bad. I am bad when it... Amazing. Good job, El Gigante. It stole Hulk's pants and underwear. I think it's just gonna be click. No, it's gonna be X. What? What the fuck? Since when does El Gigante do that? I've never seen it do that before. Fuck it, I'm just gonna... I'm annoyed by that. Like, I am personally offended by that. Partially my fault for not healing. Also, El Gigante's a piece of dicks. At least I remember the quick turn button now. Ah, what the fuck? What the fuck, camera? Stop. Wow, thanks, game. I am having awful luck with this fight. I don't think I've ever had this much trouble with this fight before. I'm gonna eat an egg. And also use my heavy field... my gun with its heavy field ammo. This really is the worst shotgun. Okay, wait until you... Nope. I almost started mashing X and then it would have killed me again. Okay. Got another 22 handgun. Why did I stop moving? Sometimes the keyboard controls in this game are the jankiest bullshit. And they just cease to function for way too long. Some of it is just jank that's... Some of it's just jank that's a remnant of when the game was made, and it's not really the game's fault. It is just some jank, or rather, it's not the port's fault. It's just jank. It's really, game? You stopped me from moving. Although I will say that minigame becomes the easiest bullshit. There goes all of my ammo. Or C. Okay, now this. Okay. Okay, maybe I should switch back to Punisher. I don't know. I want this motherfucker dead. Oh, there's some more handgun ammo there. I don't actually know if it matters where I shoot him. I'm actually a little surprised by... I guess that's part of the port, and that's actually really good. I just didn't realize it did that. When I'm aiming, or when I'm looking around with the mouse like this, if I snap to aim, it immediately snaps to where I'm holding the camera and not where Leon is pointing, which I wasn't expecting and threw me off and got me killed earlier. But that's actually really good. What? Also, are you kidding me? Let me just, scroll back up while I'm dead. I was very focused on that boss fight, so I haven't been paying attention for a minute. Welcome, Inquisitor Zane. Welcome, Amy. Welcome, Death Masterful. I don't actually know why I had so many eggs. I think I just wound up with a bunch of eggs and was using them as healing items. I think I had a bass in there, too. Yeah, 007 controls with COD 1 graphics. Trust me, these aren't the worst these aren't the worst shooter controls I've ever dealt with. I used to actually play shooters on the N64. I have an N64 sitting downstairs. Let's see. Yeah, I'm eating raw eggs. I'm going to wind up with salmonella. An Orb Weaver controller? Is that the hand keypad thing with the little analog stick on it? Those are pretty nice from what I've seen. I've thought about getting one before. Look kind of neat, but, you know, one of those things. None of my weapons are upgraded, so that is hurting me a bit. But also, I don't want to waste money on upgrades right now. Like, I don't want to waste money on things that I'm just going to wind up replacing soon. This is the bad QuickTime event. I have to make sure I stop moving for that. Yep. Because apparently, if I'm still moving forward, it registers me as using the wrong button press and tries to kill me. Actually, while he's distracted, let's do something really dumb. This is the worst idea, but I rarely use this ammo, so why not? I hate that 30 FPS drop. That really should have hit him. So let's not keep using this. Let's not keep using the rifle. Sure, let's take TM. Oh no! Okay, let's just eat an egg real quick. I wish I was better at this game. This is why I'm not playing on professional mode. Oh, he's using that thing again. love that he just throws away? He will just throw away whatever he's using like that. I can run between his... Really, game? That was fair. Just kicked into a wall, still right next to him, so kicked into a wall again. That is absolutely how this should go. Rather, it's absolutely how game design should go. Allowing infinite loops of damage against the player from what is meant to be a pretty basic boss. X or C. C. You'd think you'd just be able to throw a flashbang and kill him too, but no. I think it does do quite a chunk of damage, though. Maybe I should do that next time, see if that kills him. Oh? No, he's still after me. I thought he might be after the dog instead. Let's do as little reloading as we can manage. And just use all the ammo that we're not gonna get back. God, I cannot imagine this on a knife-only run, and I know that someone's done it. I know that multiple people have done it. And that kind of terrifies me. Nope. Okay, right, at this point, let's go back to this. Come on. Do the thing, just unlock yourself. Or not just unlock yourself. Give me some time. Dog. Dog, help. I can't just keep doing one shot like this. This is not gonna work. I love how he just starts ignoring the dog after a while, and you're on your own anyway for the hardest part of the fight, when all of the terrain is gone, and it's just you and a massive thingo circling each other. There we go. I think this will be it. This should be the last. I really don't think I'm... Yeah, there we go. It's dead. Hey Ace. Yeah, I figured I may as well, take a look. I figured I may as well do this here. Surge. Yeah, I've heard of Surge. It looked interesting. Alright. Let's just, loot all this good old bullshit and see about walking out. I meant to combine that. I was gonna use the full heal plus some. Oh well. I also should have combined the yellow with just a green at that point, because that would have brought me back to full anyway and healed me for quite a bit. Alright. Well, press onwards. Let's see. I think I got the gemstone that's over by, Oh, no. I forgot these are here. Why is it not registering my mouse? I'm a competent person. I totally didn't forget to reload all my guns. This has not been a panic attack. Everything is fine. There. That wasn't a small disaster. I believe I got this already. Just want to double check. Yep, I got the green from there. And I got the... There's nothing down here, so I'm just gonna double check, because I know that there's a couple of crow's nests around here. I missed that one. Got a fair amount of money. Ooh, there's another one. These may have respawn though. Oh yeah, I'll spend one handgun bullet to get 10. I'm forgetting how bad the lightning effects are. They're actually really unpleasant. And right, go around. At least there's plenty of loot to rob from this church. If there's one thing I really do kind of dislike about this game, it's just the way it handles camera movement in certain times like this. Like, the way it'll just randomly snap back if you start to turn. Like, no. I don't want turning to mean immediate snapback. I want turning to mean turn the camera with it anyway, and don't force me into this weird motion sickness inducing mess. Because that's kind of what it is. And I don't get motion sickness, so it's not a big problem for me, but it still feels uncomfortable. And I know for people who actually do, that would really suck. Let me see, I know I have to get over there. Here we are. Let me just check for more. Yep. Okay, so I know green needs to be operated. that's the only spot that green can be that will produce that. What? I thought I selected red. Oh, right. I assume it's going to be on the same thing that I leave it on, but of course it's not. Yes. And yes. That should be about right. Yes, I am playing the PC version. It's available on Steam. It's quite a good port, runs at 60 FPS, has some nice graphical updates. The controls are a bit jank, but that's kind of to be expected of some of the older Resident Evil games. And I've played jankier, and it makes the jank work most of the time.
Don't come!
Hey, take it easy.
No! Get away!
I have never seen this costume before. This is
Everything's gonna
terrible.
be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the president's order to rescue you.
This is my second full playthrough, or this is my
That's right.
third time
And I have
playing
to
the
get you
game,
outta here. Now come with me.
and I've done one full playthrough before, which was the playthrough on PC before this, which is why I have Leon
It's
in his
Leon.
RPD
I've succeeded in
costume.
extricating my
I was
subject.
not aware of
Good
Ashley's
work, Leon.
costume,
I'll send
and
a
I
chopper
hate
over
it.
right away.
I hate
Where's the
it so
extraction
much.
There's another trail that you can take to get out of the village. The chopper will pick you up beyond there.
Got it.
I want
I'm
to
on
get the
my way.
rest of the costumes just so I can get Ashley in the armor. I know how to handle controlling Ashley. The best part about Ashley, you can stick her in a dumpster and she'll just stay there. And she'll just wait for you. And nobody will be able to harm her. And you don't even have to worry. And you have to actively try to kill her. So it's not like she's an it's an escort quest, but she's never actually in the way. Look, she just snaps behind you. She's never off screen. She's always with you unless you tell her not to be. She's an actual entity. If I
Wait.
have her wait there, it zooms in for me.
Follow me.
She runs over, and she navigates obstacles, much like all of the regular AI. She is exceedingly competent. It's kind of amazing. And I say kind of amazing, largely due to the fact that not very many other long escort quests function this well, and this game gets so much
I'll
shit for
take
the
the girl.
escort
Who
quest.
are you?
If you must know, my name is
Ace,
Osmond
you
Samuel,
haven't even
the
seen
master of this
you haven't
fine
even seen the worst
religious
jokes made about Ashley. The
What do you
achievement you
want?
get for picking her up is
demonstrate to
called
the whole world
securing
our
the ballistics
astounding
after a
power,
line that one of the
No
best
longer
characters
will
in the
the
game
United
speaks later.
States think they can police the world forever. So,
Hey,
we
Albertus.
kidnapped the president's daughter.
I'm only just noticing you guys are going through the alphabet in chat.
No.
You do you guys.
Leon.
Hey,
I think
Hazen.
they shot something in my neck.
What did you do to her?
Yeah, no, Ashley, I don't
just
like the
planted
character.
her
I hate her character.
Gift.
But as an escort
Oh,
quest,
there's
she's
going to be
fine.
one hell
She
of a
is one
party
of the
when she
best
returns
done
home to
escort
her
quests.
loving father. But before that, I thought I might bargain with the president for some donation. Believe it or not, it takes quite a lot of money to keep this church up and running.
Faith and
Maybe
money
if you
will lead
cut out
nowhere,
all of
sadly.
the insane traps and
believe I forgot to
mechanisms, it wouldn't
tell
be
you
so
that we
expensive
gave
to
this
run your
a
church.
gift.
When I was unconscious.
Oh, I truly
No,
hope you
Hack.
like our small
No.
but special contributions. When the eggs hatch, you will become my puppets. involuntarily, you'll do as I say.
Yeah, that
and
is
have
what puppets
total
mean.
Control over your minds. Don't
And
you
you're just
think this is a
explaining this whole
revolutionary
thing.
way to promulgate one's
I love the B-movie
more like an
cheese
alien
that
invasion, if you
radiates
ask
off
me.
this game.
You okay?
Leon, what's gonna happen to us?
Don't worry. We got into this mess. We can get out of it.
It's always villain monologue time in a Resident Evil game. Both of those deaths were to the El Gigante. I made it through that entire chapter without any real deaths. Doesn't he have to, like, kill Ashley in 6 or something? Rendering this entire mission completely moot and worthless? Because 6 is bad? There is so much slowdown here. I know he kills the president in 6. God, that fucking sentence. I know Leon has to shoot the president in 6, who is just an actual zombie and not a Plagas, and Leon has encountered zombies before and should know better. Right, there's still an enemy. The music hasn't changed. But where? This is disconcerting. The music changes when you kill all the enemies. And the music is still the creepy fight music. No. This is really unnerving me. No. Ashley is like 16 in this game. Don't. Don't even... Don't. Just don't. I guess the crow's nest stuff doesn't come back. I was not aware of that, Eli.
Welcome.
The best character in this entire
Rare
series.
things on sale. What are you
Is he
buying?
selling? Yes, he's selling the best handgun.
What are you
It's
buying?
time to sell all of
What
them.
are you
It's time to sell
selling?
both of my handguns.
Is that all?
Also, why am I carrying...
Thank you.
Well, no, I was carrying 2 handguns. I've already sold the
I
other.
am. Thank you.
Cool, I have the best handgun. I can get the best
Is that
handgun
all?
now.
Thank you. What are you buying? Ah.
Alright, and what's the... Right, page down is rotate for some reason.
Thank you. What are you buying?
And good, I can already
Is that
upgrade.
all, stranger? Is that all,
And I have
Is that
enough
all,
to
stranger?
buy all of the upgrades, except
Thank you.
I'm going to wait on capacity because that's free ammo. Cool.
What are you selling?
I've sold everything I need to sell.
Come back anytime.
Yeah, this is the best handgun. It is just the best. Like the other handgun I was using dealt 1.1 damage, and this one is immediately to 1.8. That was 1.1 after an upgrade. Regular handgun is just a 1. Also, I love that reload animation with the little clip. That is actually what a clip is. Just a little thing that holds ammunition. That's just such a neat little... I fucking love the Mauser in this game. And Ashley, get the fuck behind me. No. No, get the fuck behind. Because I don't want to shoot you getting caught in that. After I praise the AI. Wait. Did he have the stock for sale? Because... Well, I should wait until I've got a bigger attaché case. Cool. And save room. I should be fine. At least for a bit. It's called a broom handle because that's just sort of what it... That's just sort of the general... No, you're not allowed. That's bull. Stop doing that. Normally, I wouldn't waste that on that, but that was actually just bullshit. I'm very unhappy. The actual gun, so in game it's called the Red 9. The actual gun it's modeled off is called the Broom Handle Mauser, which was designed during World War I. Was an exceedingly nice handgun in service. Well, they wanted to put in service in Germany. A few of them saw service in World War I and some in World War II. A lot of them were destroyed. They were used as the basis for Han Solo's gun, which means that even more keep getting destroyed by people who dismantle them, decommission them, remove all the working parts, and make prop Han Solo blasters to take to conventions. Which, like, I get that people want to be, I get that people want to imitate the actual prop, but also, these things are really, really rare, and you can't get a new one, because the originals were made to accept the stock, and have a weird barrel length that I think is technically against current US gun laws. But they're able to get around it because they have a huge amount of historical value. So an original is incredibly valuable as a result. But people just destroy them because they want a nice looking prop when they could just get a prop. And that really bothers me. Star Wars is great. The prequels are bad. I wasn't big on episode 8. Episode 7 was pretty cool. Episode 8 kind of got rid of all the plot lines and was really awkward overall. And the more I think about it, the less I really enjoy it, kind of thing. But it's more an example of actually pretty decent ideas that are not done very well. Why am I getting this weird slowdown? Alright, now is the time to use this. Getting back into the groove of things. See you later, Zane. Rey was a Mary Sue, so was Luke? Like, Luke was really a Mary Sue in the original. He's just kind of... He is an ace pilot who's never really flown before, and they just stick him into a starfighter and he's able to fly? But I'm not saying that makes it bad. I quite like the original trilogy, but... Or just, he is a crack shot with military weaponry because he used to go hunting. And not even like military, not even like a gun. Like a big turret on a spaceship that he would never have had experience with. And Rey gets her ass kicked when she goes up against Edgelord Emo Face. It just happens in the first movie instead of the second. Let's see. Sarah and the third party. The whereabouts of Sarah are still unknown. Most likely he's using an old secret passage taught to him by his grandfather, who used to hunt in the region long ago. I'm pretty certain that he's hiding our property somewhere in the forest. If his grandfather was still alive, I would have used him to find Sarah. But how did he find out about that? The egg injected into his body. And the fact that he was able to remove it before it hatched is concerning. Another factor that concerns me is that Sarah escaped with our property just before the American agent arrived. I don't believe that was just a coincidence. There has to be another player involved in this. But yeah, in order to settle this whole situation, we have to capture Sarah and wait for the effects of the drug to wear off before we inject him with another egg. Once this is done, whoever is behind all of this will surface. Nobody shall interfere with our plans. Those who do shall suffer the consequences. I mean, you're also bringing into question episode 8. I liked episode 7. I didn't like episode 8. I already said that. And episode 8 actually scrapped the original script that was meant for the, basically, the new trilogy had a script that it was gonna follow. And then the guy who got showrunning privileges on 8 fucking scrapped it because he's a dick. And did some really stupid shit with the property that isn't really fun. Yeah, honestly, like, I'm not against, like, I heard there's another Ghostbusters movie in the works now, and it's going off the original continuity in the way that it was actually supposed to be continued, of the old Ghostbusters are fucking retiring because they're old and can't do this anymore, so they're training the new cast, which... honestly, the casting choices for the new one weren't even like too bad. Most of them, from what I've seen, are decent enough comedians in their own right, decent enough actors in their own right. The movie as a whole just has a lot of weird, this is what we have to do for a modern blockbuster movie beats to it, and we've already been over this in the first movie, but we have to act like that never happened because it's another reboot kind of thing. Those are my personal problems with it. I actually think the casting choice was pretty much fine. Right, so actually, the Ghostbusters video game, the kind of weird third-person shooter sort of thing, that was actually adapted from the plot they were originally going to use for Ghostbusters 3. Like, adapted to throw in old enemies so that players could fight against them, but had the basic idea of, like, it is the newbies because the old guys are too fucking tired nowadays. Oh yeah, I hit Ashley in a trash can. She is completely invulnerable while sitting in that trash can. Enemies cannot hurt her or pick her up, and I don't have to fucking worry. Am I joking about her being in a trash can? No. The fact that I'm not even joking about just leaving Ashley in the trash. She is the little trash munchkin. Oh right, I need to help her down because she's useless. And can't jump. Yeah, exactly. The Ghostbusters video game, it was not amazing, but it was a fun enough little continuation of Ghostbusters canon. And like, as far as continuing on that series is, anything is better than Ghostbusters 2.
Welcome.
Trashly. Her name
Got
is
a
now
selection
Trashly.
of good things on sale. What are you
Anything
buying?
Oh, I just reloaded. I'm very mad at myself for that. I knew he was over here.
What are you buying?
Anything I want? No. Ooh, I do want
Is that
this.
all, strange? Is that all?
Yes, actually, I do really want this. There we go.
Thank you. Come back.
So Ashley is not a hassle at all, honestly. I think Ashley is like between 14 and 16. But yeah, wait. I just want to make sure. Wrong button. I haven't missed the other, because I know this is a point of no return. I haven't missed the last Bierstein thing, have I? That's still upcoming, yeah? You dare me to keep the egg until the end of the game? It's not worth it. There's no point in that. You get a case upgrades later. I haven't missed, but yeah, I haven't missed, what is it, the blue, because I still need the third one. I am not cheating right now. Wow, first three things I see are how to fix the slow motion problem. Yeah, I'm really gonna ask that the topic of Ashley's age and how she's represented not be the subject of discussion in chat, because that's how bad shit starts. Totally not looking up where the treasure is. Yellow. Okay, it's a yellow one. It is in chapter 2-3. Cool, I'm safe. And chapter 1-2. Oh, that's where you get the mask. And then nothing else until chapter 2. Cool. Basically, I'm just being paranoid and constantly feel like I'm gonna... that's the FBI in their helicopter coming to get me.
Leon, I have some bad news.
I'd rather not hear it.
Well, I'm afraid I have to tell you anyway.
Also,
We've lost
Eli, this
contact
game
with
takes
the
place
chopper.
in
Someone must have
Spain,
shot it
in
down,
Europe.
though we can't
Despite
determine
the
who.
language
Great.
being
We're
Mexican
prepping
Spanish
another
and
chopper for
not
you.
Spain Spanish,
Meanwhile, I want you to head
it
towards
takes
the
place in
extraction
Europe.
point.
Got it.
Why? Japan didn't care, it sounded Spanish. Oh yeah, Outer Worlds looks really good. I'm a little irritated by the Epic Games Store thing, but hey, I mean, that gives me time to watch reviews and build a new computer before I get to play it. So that's gonna be fun when I eventually get around to it.
Leon!
What I've seen looks good.
Small world, eh? Well, I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any
And
relevance
there's the
with my
line.
figure and my standing. Who are
I
you?
do love that they
Oh,
named
excuse me, Your
hate.
Highness.
Love-hate that
Perhaps
they
the young
named
lady
the
might want to
achievement for
introduce
getting
herself
Ashley
first before
securing the
asking someone his
ballistics.
name.
Her name's Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
Is she... well, you know.
Don't worry. She's cool.
Never mind. There's supposed to be some kind of obvious symptom before you turn into one of them anyway.
Look,
Ashley, upstairs.
This game is fucking baffling sometimes.
Okay, it's game time.
And Luis has my gun. Do I have? Yes, cool. So, if I get injured a little bit, I'll take that. That should still be enough to bump me back up to maximum health without wasting red. This is also one of the best set pieces of this game.
Use this. Use this.
Like this fucking siege is just really well done. Nope. Okay. Let's start with using this. That was not as much health as I thought it would be.
Leon, are you okay?
That was not where I wanted that to go.
Leon, are you okay?
Luis, for not letting me fucking die. And... I think one of those was too far away to kill from that. Yup. Shot me. It's coming back.
Leon, are you okay?
Alright, and now...
Leon, upstairs.
Okay, I've made it halfway.
Use this.
Sorry guys, I'm afraid... Oh, fuck. Okay, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be really rough.
Welcome. Got a selection of good
All right,
things on sale. What are you buying?
Right,
What are
let's
you
start
selling?
with selling stuff that I don't need.
Is that all straight? Thank you.
No TMP. Oh, there's my TMP ammo.
Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
That. Maybe I should.
What are you buying?
I do want the Red 9 stock.
Is that all? Thank you. Come.
Right, and I to reload this.
What are you
Actually,
buying?
let's see about tuning up the shotgun's damage a bit.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Is that all?
I won't break my
Thank
wallet
you.
too much, and it's worth it for the crowd control.
Leon, I have some bad
The first
news.
shotgun is the
rather not
worst.
hear.
Later on, you get the
Well, I'm
riot
afraid I
gun
have to
and the
tell you anyway.
striker,
We've
which
lost contact with the chopper. Someone must have shot it down, though we can't
the-
determine who.
Great.
We're prepping.
the advantages of each are both pretty debatable. Striker definitely has more ammo, and with its upgrade, will just kind of hold all of the ammo you can possibly want. But the riot gun is just really damn powerful. And is much better for the straight damage it does. This is more of just a holdout mission where you just have to make it to the end. That can be rough. And baseline shotgun, it's its thing at this point in the game, or its special thing is like the most useless, because it's just, oh, you can its spread is supposed to go out for longer, but the way it's done doesn't really work like that at all. That was worth it. Fucking slow-mo. Slow-mo's gonna kill me. I need to find a way to solve that, but I don't know. Hey, Zeronik. I think the Red 9 by the end does like 6 damage a shot and uses handgun ammo. So that's real fucking good.
Are you okay?
Motherfucker, where are you coming from? Alright, grenade time. I love the just sudden damage from off screen. Oh, now we definitely need a flashbang. And I think we need another. And also, I know to try and take as much of this ammo and as much of this ammo as I possibly can at this point. Also the fact that Luis is actually pretty competent. He's actually a very competent, gotta keep the, oh no. Where did that guy come from? None of the other windows are broken yet. He just showed up here. Third flashbang time.
Man, this never ends.
But for now, I think I'm good. Switching to the red 9.
Use this.
How was that where it came from? Nope. Let's get him. Oh, hi guys. I'm gonna die.
Leon, are you okay? Leon, are you okay?
And I'm just gonna eat that egg. Okay, I don't have any ammo and I can't wait to reload.
Leon, are you okay?
Holy fucking bullshit. I love that it just
Leon, are you
keeps...
okay?
The actual sheer panic that this fight is just made of is insane. I don't know any other game that's really able to encapsulate it. I'm just using all of my healing items this fight. Fun. I am absolutely okay with this, because it means I survive, and this fight is fucking hard, and I'm wondering if I'm on hard mode. Because I might be. Not professional mode, but hard mode.
Use this.
Holy fuck. Thank you for the $5 recipients.
Looks like they're backing off.
So, what do we do now?
The bridge I crossed to
Just
get here
scrolling
is
back
out.
up a little.
So I guess we have no choice but to keep moving.
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Lewis.
Yeah, they are a lot like the codec calls. Although, one thing I really liked about the codec was that you could just call people on it. Like, it wasn't restricted to cutscenes. You could just pick up your codec and call people. That was great. Yeah, Leon is too dummy thick to move through the crowds of villagers. Weight system or grid system? I tend to like grid systems better than weight systems. They involve more nuance and actually affect what you're able to carry instead of just being an obnoxious balancing act. Set yourself on fire, zombies can't touch you if you're on fire. Sort of like ninjas. Okay. Yes, I will save. Hold on a sec. When does the other one show up? 2-3. Okay. No, that's the red gem. Still 2-3. Okay. Christ. No, I even know exactly where that is. It's not even an off-the-beaten-path area. I'm probably going to wind up grabbing it. Have I fought the knife guy yet? No, Krauser's towards the end. I mean, I've fought him on another playthrough, but, you know. You get what I mean. Also the fact that they just stuff Ashley in the closet. And she's just fine for the fight. Hello, Horatio.
Welcome.
Horatio Merchant.
What are you buying?
Tune anything up? Yes, I will, in
Is
fact,
that all?
tune this up.
Thanks,
Since
come
I'm on
back
ammo.
anytime.
So I get 8 free shots. 2 routes. Just a while ago, I was informed by Lord Sadler that our men had shot down a United States military helicopter. There shouldn't be any more outside interference for a while now. Unless the United States government determines who the traitor is, they can only initiate very small covert operations. We must use this time to our advantage and recapture the girl. Some dude with his motorcycle out there. The 2 Americans can only get out of our territory by using one of the 2 routes. This is where we will stop them. We shall make use of our forces to the greatest degree. We will deploy a large number of ganados in one of the routes to ensure that they do not slip by us. For the other route, we shall leave the task to El Gigante. Whichever route they take, the agent will never leave here alive. Not with the girl, at least. And I'm going to do both routes because they both have treasure that I want. And I'm a greedy son of a bitch. Just gotta make sure I haven't left any. Oh.
What are you buying?
Not turn up sell.
What are you selling? Is that all? Thank you.
Ashley's basically an item you pack up and carry, kinda. I still think she's the least terrible escort quest ever devised, and actually makes for an interesting gameplay thing when you actually need her for stuff. And you have to defend her, and it's not awful. Second to last boss of MGS3? No, I just fought him. Yeah, you use the Raiden mask to get to him, and that makes things easier, but... Colonel Volgin. No, Volgin is canonically bisexual. He was in a really fucking abusive relationship with Eva, and also in a probably abusive relationship with the Raiden stand-in. He was just an all-around sadistic shitbag. And I feel bad for everyone who got stuck with him. Because I mean, literally, the way he finds you out when you're wearing the Raiden mask is just by groping you. Like, he recognizes you because Snake's dick is a different size. And that's really uncomfortable. Yeah, no, he is the most Saturday morning cartoon evil villain in Metal Gear Solid. Although I will say Solidus, President Sears, is also pretty cartoonish.
Leon!
Why did it turn me around like that? Thanks, game. Yep, no. Just run first. And take care of the afterwards. Really? Right, and the key is in one of the houses. Really? Come on. No, that's not... This is the least fair... This is one of the least fair boss fights. It's just a fuck you. I guess... yeah, let's see about getting up past one. Where is it? That was... Oh, fuck. And that doesn't... I am very annoyed. I'm very annoyed that neither of those were able to hit him. And he's just been able to dodge everything. But I do want to kill him. Because he's a bastard that needs to die. The mother of all omelets. Yeah. Yeah, this bit is awful just because the timing on those rocks is shitty and stupid. Oh, come on. And also because it's just a straight shot, and he's just going to continue to be right behind you. And that's not fun. That's really just flat out not fun. Yeah, the boulders aren't even the easy way. They're just supposed to... They're supposed to be there as a way to slow down and hurt the monster. Thanks for the donation, Sky Knight. If only money helped me. If only money were the solution to this problem. But sadly, the merchant... Motherfucker. Great, thanks. Thanks, game. That was so fair. Okay. Let's try this one more time.
Leon!
Gotta be kidding me. Motherfucker. Hold on. It'd be nice if people didn't just walk into my room without saying anything and just assumed that me not responding means they have the right to open my door. But
Leon!
yeah, just can't open. If I stop, Ashley dies. Because this is just bad. Okay. I think I can manage this. That one. These bolters are the fucking worst. Alright. Got this. I might be able to kill him. There we go. Almost. Yes. Cool. Just took a couple of shots from the Red 9 to his. Okay. That was rough. But now we got this bit. Come on. There we go. And I believe the other valuable bit is in the other pathway. Huh, that is such an awful, awful boss fight. But treasure. The other way is significantly easier just because it's just a bunch of dudes. But it's not even a bunch of dudes in a big dangerous area, it's just a bunch of dudes in a regular area. We filled it with Ganados. You mean like the village that they live in? What's up there? I'm assuming something. Guess I'll never know. Wasted a handgun shot on that. How much ammo do I have left? More than 100. I'm fine. Fucking hell, that actually hurt my ears. Hey, Kobold. Just some dude zooming past my house
Welcome.
with his engine fucking
Got a
revving
selection of
and
good things on. What are you
loud enough
selling?
to drown out everything else for a second and just
Is
seriously
that
fucking
all?
hurt my hearing.
Thank you.
I really
Is that
fucking
all?
hate living along a highway.
Thank you.
This kind of shit is why I tend to record in the middle of the night. But then I get shit like this anyway.
Back any time.
Thanks for saying so. Probably gonna go up until I clear out this bit, and then maybe, let's see. Okay, Ashley. Fucking there. Because I need you to not be here. That would be a lot more appreciated if they didn't lurch towards you every time you actually got a shot on the, and the whippy thing makes it hard to judge distance. Just a little closer. There we go. So we'll take all of your pesetas. I'm just gonna pause for a second to read the chat. Yeah, I live along this, like, kind of... It's a highway, but it's in a really rural area. I know there's a chainsaw coming up. It's a highway in a really rural area, so, like, it's really quiet most of the time in the middle of the night. During the day, it's busier with a lot of commuters, but at night, it gets pretty quiet. And then you just get assholes who will wait until they're passing a house to explicitly rev their engine and be a dick. Oh, I hate this animation. It's such... Ugh. So uncomfortable. There's legitimately no reason to move Ashley up here. Does it sometimes flash blue for a second? Possibly the lightning? Yeah, the All Guardsmen party, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I'll mention it again since it just got brought up. Shoggy has been having some, let's just say things have been rough for him for a little bit. He made an update about, wow. He made an update about that on his website, theallguardsmanparty.com. There's a link to that in every description of every All Guardsman Party video I've done. But he made an update about that, and he mentioned that he has taken the entire month of April off of his actual job so that he can write the All Guardsmen Party. Because he really wants to be able to get the story finished and told. That said, he also does this for no pay, and honestly, it kind of... It worries me a little how, like... how he just refuses to, like, accept anything in return for the work he's done with the All Guardsmen Party. No! Oh, motherfucker. Come on. Go. I wish I just get some other stuff saved here, but... Hey. Okay, incendiary grenade on them. And then spam a few red 9 shots. That was not enough to hit him. He's down. Cool. I'm pretty, like, not worried about my grenades. You find a ton of them throughout the game. Just like, at the moment, I've got more than 100 shots for my handgun. So there's more people here. I think. Pretty sure. Where are they? There they are. There we go. See you later, Sky Knight. Have a good night. Yeah, there's just literally no harm in leaving her in the trash unless I leave the level. So long as I call her before I walk all the way out, I'm fine. I thought I saw the silhouette of a person there, and that was unnerving. Don't reclose the door like that, game. I opened it for a reason. Now, I can't remember if down there is the next part of the level, or up here is. Well, either way... What? Where's that coming from? fact that that is AoE. Man, the slowdown is terrible. Okay. I think that I have just about cleared this out. Really? There are still more? One last enemy here, then finish clearing out the loot in the area. Everything else dead in there. Nice. Anything else further in? Gotta make sure. No. Cool. It's basically just to prevent you from rushing through the whole area, which you can still do if you manage to kill one of the chainsaw girls with the key around her neck. I know a fair amount about ways to skip over bits in this game. I don't know why, I just kind of gleaned up little bits of information on it. It's one of those games that for a really long time I was told how awesome it was, but I had a really hard time actually playing it for myself. For various reasons. So I would just look at other people talking about it and discussing gameplay details of it. And right, that's too much to go through. Hey, Talimi. It's good to be back. Well, I should probably head back a bit. Because she's also going to need me to bring her. She's going to need my help. Also, I think if you leave her too far away, and you go wander off and then call her back, there is a chance that the game will just... Or no, if you leave her unprotected somewhere and just go to deal with something, the game will spawn people to carry her off. But only if you, like, leave her somewhere and then wander away. Not if you drop her in a trash can. Because trash cans are protecting. Or, because trash cans, you know, they're safe. And I believe the next I believe the yellow cat's eye is in the next area with the gondolas. Really, all I got for that was the ruby. Oh, cash. Right, here's the save space. Village's last defense. I clearly underestimated the American agent's capability. He's still alive. I thought that we could wait until the egg hatched, but at this rate, he could destroy the whole village before it does. We must take care of this nuisance. We shall change our priorities. For the time being, we will cease our hunt for Luis and ambush the two Americans. There is a building used to enlighten betrayers, just beyond the point where you get off the lift. It's a perfect place for ambushing them. If all else fails, they still would need to face me in order to get past the last gate that leads out of the village. For only before my sight will the gate open. I'm just about done with the village, which is one of the two really good parts of this game. There's what? The usual debate is if the village is better or the castle is better, because nobody gives a shit about the island. It was there. It sure was there. I could go back around and unlock it. I might do that because I hate having a key in my inventory that I'll never use. I don't hate the island, it's just a weird shift in tone from the rest of the game.
What are you buying?
Still no major changes to his,
What are you selling? Ah, they come back anytime.
I have a lot of cash saved up from not buying upgrades for anything I don't really plan on using. The treasure map is just displays all the treasures that are in the game regularly. It's not super useful if you already know where they are, or if you feel like hunting. I mean, really. If you believe that grenade could save your life when a cluster of Ganados are wandering after you. I'm just gonna check. Something in one of those guides about the slow motion problem. Okay, something about copy-pasting something into... That's a weird thing and shouldn't fix the problem. Why are people recommending 20 FPS? A variable frame rate. I'll look into that more another time. Now this... I say as I realize that this slow motion is just absolutely unbearable. I will fix it eventually, maybe. Probably not. This is probably the section I forget about the most when it comes to this game. Like... Also, just take a moment to let it sink in, to let Ashley's little fist bump sink in. Every time you shoot someone who then falls to their death off into the abyss, she just does a little fist bump like, hell yeah, you just murdered somebody. Oh, and you can hear them hitting the ground. Oh, last one. Bye. Oof. Really, it's just Ashley's little... That little fist bump is just... so fitting, and it's such a tiny detail, and they didn't need to add it in, but they did, and this game is all the better for it. Right, I believe something's in here, and then Ashley just sprints around the side, because of course she does. I know there's more shit in this area. A lot more shit in this area. I wonder how much of this I can manage with the rifle. Oop, did not mean to do that. No, they have no interest in eating her. What they want is to have a little parasite egg that they implanted in her hatch, and then they can take over the United States. Yes, that is the actual evil plan. I need to organize this case. Sure there's more dudes down there. Or I think that way is Contini. And this way is... You motherfuckers.
Oh, no.
It was glitched and didn't throw properly, and just decided to go fuck you. And wouldn't let me turn around and run the other way. That is just obnoxious. Like, I've beaten this game before, and I do love this game. I just get really annoyed when I see shit like that happen. So, despite them probably being in roughly that area. I can't see them there.
Wait.
Yeah, wait here. Yeah, I can take that. I don't mind.
Follow me.
Really, I need to move this to less. I want to move. That's what is no. What is the move button here? It's backspace. Because, you know, clearly the proper choice for a move button. There. That's better. I believe the riot gun shows up at the start of the castle. So I'm gonna be stuck with the shotgun until then. That was way too close. How did I not take any damage? I mean, I'm okay with not taking any damage. I mean, clearly there was some kind of ritual there, Leon. And I believe... Yes. Cool. An NES cartridge the size of a wardrobe. I don't know. Man, they did a lot of kind of interesting stuff with NES cartridges too. Or not so much NES cartridges, but SNES cartridges to enhance the capabilities of what the game on it could do. Like the original Star Fox or Doom. Those games had to pull some shit to be able to run.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
And I think one thing to note is that
Is that all?
just because the cartridge can hold more data does not mean the
What are you buying?
does not mean the game on it
Come back.
is going to be bigger or better. Was there a... Oh, there's the... there's the... so, the Sega CD... had, you know, CD capabilities and was able to store, and the CDs were able to store all kinds of other stuff on them. But the console itself was still too early to actually run any of the games, or run any game that would take up that much space. So they basically just folded up with a bunch of music files.
You better stay outside.
I think I'm gonna call it a night after this boss fight. Or... well, shit, I mean, I guess I could get to the castle tonight. Doesn't seem like a stretch at this point. Chief Mendez has the best fucking entrances in this game. He is way too big to just appear like that, and every entrance of his is just showing up like that. I can try yelling Leon like Ashley.
Hasta luego.
Hasta la go-go, baby. Leon! No, my voice doesn't fit the line. That was probably my best bet, but I can't be any louder or I'll wake someone up and have a lot of people very pissed off at me. That was me thinking that I was going to need to dodge, only to find out that I didn't actually need to dodge. This guy. Just because of his weird movements. Really? Do I have health? Do I have health? I must have health. Okay. I know that there must. I know because of the laws of Resi, there is a red herb in here too. Just don't know where it is. There we go. Ra Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. There was a cat who really was gone. Ra Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine. What how they're just giving me TMP ammo in here? Where is he? I love how it doesn't give you a prompt to dodge that one. Isn't that fun? I guess I'll just use the singular herb. Because there's another one right here. Ah, there it is. That's the thing that I needed. Take another hit, I'll use that. really... Really? I assumed that would be a sliver of health thing. Okay. I think I think I'd be better off using a flame grenade towards the start, because I believe he takes increased damage from that. And then from there, hitting him with the, other stuff.
You better stay outside.
The shotgun actually isn't very useful on him. If only because it's got very limited range. It's got a very high damage drop-off. Much quicker. This is one of those, you've got to keep moving and you've got to keep fighting him kind of fights. In a game where moving and fighting him don't really sit well together. Really, I shouldn't be hitting continue because this game has dynamic difficulty. And if you continue instead of go back to the menu and restart, it makes the game easier for you. That's an actual thing. Like, it'll decrease the number of enemies in a room. Then again, I don't really care. Really? That was in range? That was in range of him. I can knock him off, huh? Cool. Yeah, I think it decreased his health because I died. Which, you know, honestly, I think that's pretty okay. As far as difficulty stuff goes. Hell, I think even a decent way to make hard mode. I don't think they did this, but it would have made sense if they'd just done hard mode as a it's always treating it like you're or just turn dynamic difficulty off. I think that would make a decent hard mode substitute for a game with dynamic difficulty. I do not think that that's what it did. Or I do not think that's what they did. But I think that that would work quite well. Well, I've left Ashley outside on her own for like 20 minutes now. She should be fine.
Are you okay, Leon?
Not 20 minutes. Maybe 10. I'm just looking at my phone on stand here, and I'm remembering a thing a while back. I used to take a business class because in freshman year of high school I thought that I was going to be some kind of businessman. I don't know what industry, just business. Basically, I was thinking like a Vincent adult man.
What are you buying?
No real idea what I was gonna do, just, you know. And my teacher, or specifically, I think it was an entrepreneurship class, which I didn't even make it all the way through because I left the school before it concluded. But our professor, or not our professor, it was high school, not college. Our teacher had us watch just episodes of Shark Tank. And I remembered there was this one person who went on Shark Tank with an app to take panorama photos using the vibration function of a phone to rotate the camera perfectly and evenly. And it worked really well. But here's the problem. At the time, phones were wide enough that you could just stand a phone up like that and it would work. Phones got a lot thinner and don't have flat edges like that anymore, unless you have the case like that. Right, he's not gonna have anything. Until the next new merchant. I'm falling asleep. Why don't zombies attack the merchant? Nobody knows. Actually. Go over here. You might notice a little thing about the merchant's eyes. But even then, this was like early generation, like first 3 or 4 generations of iPhone. Yeah, well, this would have been around 2013, 14. So it would say 5S maybe the 6. So all the phones were kind of chunky and cubey at the time, so they would work like that. The merchant has no canonical lore, and I love him for it. Stock really turns this thing into a mini rifle. Okay. And if now we do this... Oh, can't get ammo. So, fun fact. The designers of this game never animated this door opening. So, if you walk up this whole thing and just watch that door, the enemies that are supposed to spawn from it, chasing you, are unable to spawn. The moment I turn around, it'll spawn in enemies. It would have spawned this horde in behind me.
On the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
So his accent is actually vaguely British of some kind. I want to say it's a kind of a British. I want to say it's a one of the more rural British accents. And the fact that he speaks English and not Spanish, and all of the enemies speak with Spanish accents or in Spanish, Like, I just wonder how he got here. Where did he get all this? Where did he get all of his money? Where did he get all of his armaments? Oh no, Ashley does a ton of stuff to help. She opens a lot of doors. There's a part later on where you have to play as Ashley. And she's incapable of fighting, but you have to run around dodging enemies and solving puzzles as Ashley. And it's actually really well done. Like, Ashley gets a far worse rap than she deserves. She's not great. I dislike her character. I've seen worse gameplay gimmicks. That could have been a disaster. Fuck you! I did the double swipe. That should have killed the snake. Look, Mr. Snack. I normally like your kind, but you fucking hurt me. Oh, and it was a brown egg. Those are full heals. If you want to see an actually impressive playthrough of the game,
Welcome. Got some
Matthew
rare
Matosis
things on sale, stranger. What
did
are
a
you
stream
buying?
of some of the
Is that
game
all, stranger?
fairly
Thank you.
recently, and it's actually really impressive. Let's see, the broken butterfly. The Killer 7 kind of sucks. It's not terrible. Oh, it's not very good. I want to say the broken butterfly is
What
the
are you
regular
buying?
Magnum.
Is that all?
Clearly I want this.
Thank you.
Blacktail is pointless. And the riot gun. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the riot. I'm gonna use the riot gun for this game instead of the more traditional, or not more traditional, but the other option, the striker.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna sell
What are
my
you selling?
sell my shotgun.
I'll. Thank you.
Sell my rifle.
Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
And buy the
Is that all,
semi-auto
stranger?
rifle. Very tempted to grab the mine thrower just for the ridiculousness of it. It is an insane gun. It's also better than it should be. It is significantly better than it has any right to be. It's a meme gun, but if you know how and when to use it, it fucking decimates hordes that are coming after you. In the sort of there never was a horde kind of way. It's great. Suplex glitch with Ashley. I don't think I've seen that one. Okay, that's pretty decent. I don't need the rifle or the scope for the rifle. Honestly, the regular scope is quite good on its own. I could get the
What are you
infrared
buying?
scope later. Yeah, this thing is already at twice the starting firepower of the
Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. What are you selling?
have anything else to sell to him? Yes.
Is that all? Come back anytime.
Okay. I feel like at the start of this chapter, this is... Okay, that sounds very interesting, and I really want to see and try that, but also I'm nowhere near good enough at the game or good enough at finding and exploiting glitches to pull it off. I think, though, this is about the right time to call it a night. I've finished the village section of the game in 2 streams, and I'm guessing the next 2 streams of this game, whenever they are, will be completing the castle. And then the final 2 streams will be completing the island, if I can keep it to that schedule. This game is simultaneously much shorter. This game, like, is a game that keeps hitting points where you think it's going to end, and then having another thing. But then you hit the end, and it absolutely does not feel like it's the end to the same game you started playing. Or even an ending to a game. It just feels weird. It's kind of great and kind of awful. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. I'm going to go to bed. I am half asleep already. I hope to see you all soon. Remember that I have a Discord server and a Twitter. The Discord server links are all over the channel, easy enough to find. Twitter, also links are around at Zach Zidepsky. I don't know if you'll be able to spell the last name, so it might be easier to just click a link. And yeah, man, it felt weird plugging shit like that. I am off to bed. I will see you guys all later.